So hi all, this is chapter 4. It's about control statements as well. So in the previous chapter we took if and while. We will continue with this chapter. So again, nothing new, nothing special, nothing different from C++ in this chapter. So that's why I will go fast, very fast with this chapter as well. So we have loops. So in the while loop, this is the loop, the normal loop. We have counter, we have condition, and we increment the counter every loop. So these loops will go for 10 times. There is another way to do it using for. So we define the counter inside the for statement. We make the condition as well, and we make the increment inside the for statement. So this is a compact way of writing the loop, which is the advantage of for statements. You can read slides, many details about for, many special things, but we know all of them. So yeah, so we can convert every while to for and every for to while. We can write the increment of the counter in 4 different ways. All of them are the same, exactly. Yeah, so more details about for. Actually, I highly recommend that you read them, but for us it's nothing new. This is just to compute the total of numbers between 2 and 20. So we add them to the total and we print the total between 2 and 20 using a for. So here is another example to compute the yearly amount. Like imagine you invest 1,000, sorry, and every year you got 5% of this. So this is initial amount and this is 5%. So you make a loop to compute every year how much you will get. So we make a loop of 10 iterations. So we will get this money after 10 years. So this is another application of the while. We have also do while. Do while is a post-test loop. For and while is a pre-test loop. So we check the condition before the loop. Here we check the condition after the loop, exactly the same as in C++. So that's why I'm going fast with it. We also have switch. So switch, again, it's exactly the same as in C++. So we can switch for a variable or expression. If it was 9, we do this. If it was 10, we do this. We continue till we reach a break, and so on. Nothing new about switch. You can read this example yourself. There's just more details about switch. We have break and continue. So break statement, if we reach a break statement inside the loop, we will just, once we reach here, we terminate the loop and continue after the loop. Continue, if we reach that inside the loop, we will skip the rest of this iteration and go to the next iteration. Same like in C++. Logical operators, we have AND, OR, NOT. Here we also have XOR. This is something new, but it's not important. We rarely use that. So we know OR and we know AND. We can use them in the examples. For example, false and true is true, false and true is false, false and false is false, true and false is false, but true and true is true. Here in the or false is false, otherwise it's true. And here we can use XOR. So we have and double and. There is small difference between them. So in the and, it's called for double and, it's a shortcut, which means if you find the first one is false, you don't need to evaluate the second expression. But if you have one and, you evaluate both condition and if it's false, you still have evaluated both conditions. It's a small difference and it's not really important for us. Most of the time we use and or. Here is XOR. It's some logical concept. Here is not. So for us it's more important like and or and a not. The rest is we don't use much. So that's all. That's summary of the control statement. So we have while, for, do while, we have if else, we have switch, we have logical operators like and or not. That's the most important you need to know about this chapter.